DeFi is a global financial system, so it doesn't matter where you are, and like everyone can access it. Imagine that for an Argentine. That's like mind-blowing, you know, or for a Venezuelan, or for someone in Cuba can access DeFi.
In the most simple terms possible, in a few sentences, what is DeFi?
DeFi is decentralized finance. So it's the ecosystem of financial applications being built on open blockchains like Ethereum. So what these financial applications do is they automate financial transactions, and they take out the need to have third parties and kind of humans in the equation. So you interact directly. You take out the need of financial institutions, MasterCard, Visa. You interact directly with programs, with computer code being run autonomously and on a blockchain, which means that it's open source, that anyone can verify transactions, and everyone can see. It's not MasterCard or Visa because you're not giving away your assets to a third party. You're always in control of your assets. So you're not asking an institution to take your money and do whatever they need to do with your money. You are transacting directly with a computer program, and you're never ceding custody of your assets, and you're never giving away your information. Like when you you never log in to DeFi applications. Your like blockchain wallet interacts with those applications. You don't need to give out. You don't even need a like email and password. Like there's no login. It's like you're just directly transacting with these applications. It's really seamless. It's global. That's the other thing. Like when you're transacting in the US, you're in this kind of self-contained US financial system. And to do anything outside of the US, you need a bank account in a different country. You need to wait 5 business days for international transfers, pay like $50. DeFi is a global financial system, so it doesn't matter where you are. And like everyone can access it.
In some places, probably like Argentina and other places, it's even harder to move money outside the country and inside the country. So like
in DeFi, for example, someone in Argentina can have access to dollars. Like they can buy a stable coin that is a cryptocurrency pegged to the value of the dollar. And not only that, they can access a lending platform where they can deposit those stable coins and start earning interest on dollars. Imagine that for an Argentine. That's like mind-blowing, you know, or for a Venezuelan, or for someone in Cuba can access DeFi.
So this really kind of sounds what I think most people know of Bitcoin, which it kind of acts like a currency, right? You can take money in and out. That's basically the decentralized finance part.
So Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. It's the first blockchain, and it's one of many digital assets. Right now, you know, Bitcoin is very volatile, so it doesn't serve that purpose that I was saying before. Like someone in a country that has like very high inflation, okay, maybe they can use Bitcoin as a store of value, but they'd be better off probably using a stable coin, like a US dollar-backed stable coin, than Bitcoin. And that's what this new financial system that evolved after Bitcoin. So I think it takes Bitcoin's innovation further. So Bitcoin was kind of the first blockchain innovation. Ethereum and all the DeFi applications being built on Ethereum and other smart contract platforms take that initial step further and give it more functionality. So, and the reason why it can do that is because Bitcoin is built very simply. It's a network that allows the transfer of value, but it doesn't allow much else. Ethereum and other smart contract blockchains like Solana, Avalanche, Near, there's like a bunch of others, other blockchains. They allow for a programmable money. which Bitcoin doesn't allow. They what's called smart contracts. So instead of just like running money transfers, they run computer code. Like whatever code you throw at it, like you can build applications on top of Ethereum and these like next generation blockchains. And that's what enabled that's what enabled DeFi to be built, which couldn't really be done on top of Bitcoin.
You kind of got lured to this while you were in Argentina, a place that's very unstable and has inflation issues. And that makes total sense that finding some other system would work for them. Is DeFi good for the US?
For sure. Like, okay, so I mentioned the use case of someone in Argentina putting stablecoins in a lending platform and getting 5% interest on that. That's really attractive for someone in the US who's getting like 0.1% on their savings. They can also go to a DeFi application, buy stablecoins, and open a 5% interest rate savings account. And not just that, just like every kind of money transaction is more seamless. Like I said, like you don't need a login. Like you don't need like 5 different financial apps on your phone anymore. It's like you can just directly log into this system. And DeFi is like the applications that we know and use in traditional finance. They're being rebuilt in this new system, but new applications that weren't really kind of possible before are also emerging. Like last year, there was this big NFT boom. That's something that, that just like wasn't possible before in the previous system. The ability to have digital, like ownership of digital assets. Like before, like you have a JPEG, you have like a JPEG file or an MP3 that's reproduced like millions of times. And
right click. I know how to do it. You do the right click, save. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Right.
That's an NFT.
Not really. So
it's a fungible asset.
It's non-fungible. So that's that's what you couldn't.
But the
have
right
before.
click is fungible.
Yeah, but I mean, in the same way that you can kind of like take a picture of the Mona Lisa, you can take a picture, but you don't really own it. Mm-hmm. This innovation allows actual ownership, like provable ownership of digital assets, of something that you couldn't really have ownership before. And it's allowing artists and like content creators everywhere to actually monetize their work for the first time. So that's just one example that's taken off of value online, of like, this is like the internet of value that we're seeing emerge right now.